Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me for Squatter Talk Tuesdays live every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Um, I see some of you have already written some comments in there looking for answers. If you're here live, then there's live chat. You can chime in, ask a question. I will get to answering some questions. Today's topic, I'll fill you in on what I can about some of the squatter situations. Today I want to talk about, I titled this one, "It's Bigger Than You and I." And, I've come across some kind of stumbling blocks, and that's potential stumbling blocks, not anything right now really much that I'm confused of or confused about, but I need help. I need, this is, like I said, bigger than you and I believe that I am fighting for like game changing stuff here. This is, coming out with the registry that's going to post, in hopefully sometime in January. That is a game changer for bad tenants, non-paying tenants, squatters, homeowners in most places, most states do not have the right to, say that their tenant stopped paying rent. And, when somebody reaches out for a reference, for example, the most they can say is it is, that I wouldn't rent to them again. Just like employers, if you get fired, they can't tell a future employer why they fired you. All they can say is they wouldn't rehire you. So the registry is a game changer. Me exposing squatters and non-paying tenants is a game changer because people aren't able to get away with something privately anymore. So, the registry is a big deal, and I'm looking forward to doing it. But what it's doing is it's bringing out, and it's going to constantly bring out, attorneys and people fighting to try to stop it. Anything that gets in the way of a criminal, they want to stop, right? So a registry is going to make it difficult for squatters. It's going to make it difficult for people to intentionally stop paying rent, steal a house for a year, and then move into another house, write a bad check, steal a house for another year. These people, you can bury yourself under a rock all you want, but that is what's happening. I'm not talking about a tenant that's going through hard times and misses some rent payments. That is not, when I talk about a non-paying tenant on my registry, I'm referring to a tenant that just purposefully stops paying rent, where it's so obvious they pay enough to just get into the place and then they stop paying, or in some cases, they literally, their initial payments bounce and they take over a property with, with no intention to pay. When I talk about non-paying tenants being on my registry, those are the ones that I'm going to let people know about. Those are the ones that future landlords are going to be able to Google or type in the name of the person that's trying to rent from them, and they're going to see their history and they're going to see something they've never been able to see before. That is absolutely a game changer for for landlords and homeowners and rentals, and it's just absolutely a game changer. So recently I had an attorney, and I don't want to get into much detail about it, but I'm reaching out now to attorneys that are going to come and help me fight for homeowners. I personally myself will not be able to afford the fight. Okay. And that's the truth. I wish I could, because for me, the fight is bigger than what I have. And I will not be bullied. I will not take somebody down. I will not remove a video. I will not stop talking about the truth. Okay. Um, there is nothing that I have that is more valuable than the truth. So I'm going to continue to fight, but I need help. I need attorneys. I need a group of attorneys. I need people that are willing to stand up for the industry. And I'm talking about attorneys that are right now fighting for homeowners, and they're fighting a losing cause because they are struggling because of the civil system and how it's drug on for 6 months, 8 months, a year. I'm referring to needing those attorneys that are tired of fighting that winless fight to step up and help me keep my registry going, help me being able to continue to expose these people, because it's going to make your job a lot easier. So I'm reaching out to I feel like I need a team of attorneys that are ready and willing to go in and fight when I get threatened, when I get bullied, when I get a demand letter from an attorney. And yes, I'm dealing with an attorney right now that sent me a demand letter telling me to take down a video, take down a person, take down a picture, take down, things that I'm doing. And most importantly, they don't want me to be able to add this person to the registry. My response to them was basically, look, if it's the truth, then I'm going to post it. And if you can prove to me that it wasn't the truth, then I will reconsider what I'm doing. But, you're not going to get me for defamation when I'm telling the truth, because the whole definition, the whole premise on that is the fact that I won't post it unless I know it's the truth. And, I go through a lot of checking to make sure that everything I do and everything I say is above board. So I'm looking for attorneys that want to work with me and fight the good fight for homeowners, and in turn, make their job easier to be the attorney that they are doing already for homeowners. Whatever, however to word that. But I feel like helping me fight this system is helping them be able to be more successful in the system as well, and be able to truly do something and make a difference for their homeowner clients. So, if you are interested if you're an attorney and you're interested in fighting this fight with me, and you have something to offer, in the description, I've got an email address. You can email me. Let me know the location, the states that you're licensed to practice, and you're willing to step up and help me. The email's in the description. It's squatterhunters911@gmail.com. Feel free to email me, and let's fight the fight together. And I'm not talking about going out and getting squatters out. That's my job. Okay. Me being able to do that, everyone else that's watching this video, you're helping, because you guys matter when it comes to getting squatters out. Attorneys, I'm asking you to help me fight when it goes to a legal battle. When somebody feels like they think that they can bully me because I'm not rich, and bully me because they think I don't have the resources to fight them, and maybe whoever's hiring them can afford more than I can, but or attorney thinks that they're smarter than everybody else in the room, and trying to bully me. I will not be bullied. There is absolutely nothing they can say or do that will get me to remove the truth. But I need help fighting for this registry, allowing me to continue to expose squatters, continue to fight for homeowners. And I feel like it's a good idea to have a nice, strong legal base to help me. So if you're interested in helping, and you have the ability and to help, then please reach out. If you can, I'd love to get a group of attorneys, pro bono, basically, that are like that they believe. I want some attorneys that believe that this is something worth fighting for. It's not something that you're going to get rich over. This is something that you have to step outside your box and just figure, look, you know what? I need to fight for this because this is right. That's the attorney that I want to join me, because that's what I'm doing. Okay. This is something that, I'm fighting for because it's right. And I need help. I need help because, again, attorneys just think that, they can try to bully me into removing things. And ultimately, that's not going to happen, which means they're going to then want to, take me to court and all that stuff. So I need help if it goes to that point. And I would love to be able to say, like, look, here you go, Mr. Blah, blah, blah attorney, fight my 50 attorneys. Okay. And basically go in as if I'm the big guy instead of just this single one guy man show, So, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I, definitely will be, exposing. I will be doing more, and I will be doing a video of that. And I will absolutely give you an update as soon as I can give you an update. I just can't talk much about it. I want to highlight somebody. Let's see here. We've got this person who was the first person to chime in here before I got on. And I know you can see it on the screen here. So Winnie says, I'm squatting and I'm not moving. So Winnie, hopefully the person that you're squatting against, if this isn't a joke or just some kind of sick joke, but hopefully the person that you're squatting against will reach out to me. And I can guarantee you, I am 100% successful. So everyone moves out eventually. Now, or Winnie, if you'd like to join me maybe one day, and you can give your, I'd love to do an interview and get the, the mind of the squatter who believes that they're squatting and not moving. So Winnie, if you want to do that, you can certainly reach out. Flash at outsidetheboxwithflash.com. You can send an email. I'd be happy to talk to you and figure out where your head is. So let's get rid of that one. Let's see here. We've got Peter. Hey, thanks for joining. You wanted some updates about the fake pastor. So I covered that. Let's see. Big fan. Hope you I won't disappoint. I promise on that. I will get the this is what Peter said here. That will resolve. We got Venus. Hi Venus, thanks for joining. It's like Tina, Wando. Hello guys, everyone. Shell. Thanks for joining. Let's see if there's any questions here. What type of attorney do you need? I believe it would be like a real estate, like you just said here. Wanda here wrote in there, what type of an attorney do you need? A real estate attorney. Yeah, I don't use them. I don't really have much for attorneys as far as what I do, because that's kind of the whole point of what I do, avoiding that system. But I need an attorney that specializes in, fighting for homeowners, I believe. I probably, as I start, going through and figuring out what I'm actually fighting for, and if I'm defending myself, maybe it'll be under a different type of attorney. Right now, I think I need attorneys that are familiar with, with the laws as far as, rental and things like that. Now, on the other side, though, people accusing me of, defamation or accusing me of, basically trying to get me to bring videos down or, stop talking about their clients or whatever, that might fall under a different attorney. So if you're listening here and you know what attorney I would need, then please chime in. Let's see, what is this here? James says, stop looking for attorneys, look for jurists. So, look for jurists. Look for. You lost me there. No, I'm not sure exactly, and I'm sorry. I've been sitting on a squatter thing all day, doing surveillance. So I am a little tired. So help me here. Help me out on that one. Hello. And let's see. Wando says contract attorney ? I don't think it would be a contract attorney, honestly. Tino, thanks for watching. And let's see here. Hey, Flash, are you still rooming with the squatters? Here, let me do this one here. All right, are you still rooming with the squatter and her actor son? No, I am not still rooming with them. I will be posting a video of that, and very soon, of the it's Jennifer Dixon and her son Devontre Rogers. So I will be showing video of that situation and removal, and exposing them. So that's just another successful squatter situation. So thanks for that question. And no, I was happy to be able to not have to go back there, not have to go back and move in after Thanksgiving. Let's see here. We have, don't be rude, James. James says, apparently you need to learn the difference. Now, James is, look for jurists. Well, I know the difference between an attorney and a jurist, but, James, maybe you can type in an explanation in what you're talking about and what you're, trying to relay, because unless somebody else knows and they want to do that, then feel free. But I'm looking for help here, and if you want to help out with it, then I'm open. Let's see here. Let's see, Kathy, keep up the good work. Kathy, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Okay, so I will tune in for that. Thanks so much for all your sacrifice to remove these people. Seeing you staying up all night was difficult to see. Man, that was hard. That was, I just couldn't fall asleep. I just felt like, it was so, a lot of times it's done in shifts, and but that particular time, when it was my turn to sleep, I just couldn't turn it off, and I just wanted to catch every moment I could. In that live, you heard Dylan snoring, so obviously he was sleeping, he was resting easy, knowing that I was on alert, and he didn't have anything to fear. But yeah. Let's see. Wando, I think you're doing amazing work, and need it desperately. I appreciate you having a live event for us. Now, yeah, I am tired, and it's I try to I try to get as much rest as I can, but sometimes when, it's like you just sometimes mentally, I would say mental exhaustion is far more exhausting than physical. When I was, a contractor and building and swinging a hammer and doing stuff, I don't remember being as tired physically as I get tired mentally. And sometimes just, deciphering between who's telling the truth and who's lying and believing and not believing the stories and all that stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just so mentally draining. But you know what? And as far as the lives, I love doing the lives more than anything. And I appreciate being able to communicate with you guys. And, but I, I want to continue this. I want to continue to build this and hopefully, the audience will grow and I'll be able to add more and do more. And, it is, it's just for me doing the lives is just adds a whole other thing and being able to communicate. And let's see if we got here. This is Ann says, I appreciate you helping people save their homes. Homeowners paying taxes on a house the squatters are living in is criminal. You know what? Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It should be criminal. And if I have anything to do with it, it will be criminal one day. I want to mention also is that, I'm hearing a lot of stories. I've talked about Airbnb, I've talked about different things, but I've been hearing stories about like houses that are on the market that the bank gets a squatter and, and then so somebody buying the house basically inherits the squatter. And I did a consultation this morning with somebody that's what's happening. And, and the house is being auctioned off and they're basically just, they're like ignoring the fact that there's squatters there. So whoever buys that home is inheriting a squatter. Now, sometimes people will reach out to me when they know or they're about to go into escrow and they want an assessment of that squatter. I'm going to be doing a video here soon about a situation where had a potential homeowner, so a potential buyer, I'm sorry, that was going to buy a house. And my partner Dylan and I went out to the location, interviewed, talked to the so-called squatters that turned out to be an elderly woman that owned the house. And it was her son that was selling the house out from under her. According to her other son that was there at the time, he, while she was being wheeled literally on a gurney into the hospital, got her to sign some papers. She trusted her son. So this is someone who had been in a house for like 35 years. And, I recommended to the buyer not to get involved, not to buy it. I will be doing that video and showing my interview with the elderly woman that, those things like that, that's just horrible. And being the fact that I'm doing this because I was fighting for my mom, and then to share a story about a son taking advantage of his mom, that's just like, I don't know if it's full circle, but it was just horrible. And but these are the things that I never would have thought existed until I started doing this. So it's just a lot of these stories are they're heartbreaking. And and I just I want to share. I think I'm gonna do the Squatter Chronicles, and I might, maybe I'll write a book and just share all the different squatter stories, and that I hear about. And doing some of them, they don't even go into me doing Zooms because me doing videos, because I reach out to the squatters, and just me reaching out, telling them what I'm going to do many times gets them to leave. It's like 90%. So a lot of times I do, 2 to 3 Zooms a day. And, and a lot of those don't actually become videos or become removals. They become like virtual removals. And so there are all these stories that, who knows, maybe one day I will write the Squatter Chronicles or something and share these stories, because a lot of interesting stuff. Let's see here. We've got James says, some would say that I should be easier on people. I say people should be harder on themselves. Okay, that's fair to say. You know what? I believe that being harder on yourself would set an example for others to be harder on themselves. I don't know. I was a coach for 26 years, so and I'm very competitive. I am hard on myself, and that's what makes me pay attention to detail and makes me do everything efficiently. And it's because I'm hard on myself. And I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that worked for me. Let's see. Here we go. Why didn't you wait outside the house for them and to leave and take over the house? Can't wait to find out what happened. Why didn't you? Well, because they never left. Okay. So I can't take over a house and switch places with them when there isn't a place to switch. So there was always at least one of them barricaded in the bedroom, and there was never a vacant home. Let's see here. Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Tino said, we admire you and what you're doing. I appreciate it. And yeah, hit the like. Let's see here. Schumann, you are our hero. It's not fair for homeowners to take financial and mental burdens while squatters enjoy free life. That's absolutely the truth. Thanks for watching my live. I'm going to wrap up this last one here. This is from Scully. Isn't it illegal to have someone sign a document under duress, like being wheeled into the hospital? It is illegal, and if they can prove it, absolutely it's illegal. That's just everything is a civil matter, right? Everything goes through civil process. Well, you know what I tell squatters when I talk to them about the fact that they have a right to civil process? I tell them that this process will be civil. So, okay, last one here from, let's see here. Wanda, I'll be traveling soon for a month. Police station to I tell what at police station do I tell the house is empty? What is the process I do? So, you can do a no trespass. You can register no trespass with your local police department. You can join my program with, and have us protect your home as well. And that's at squatterhunters.com. Just look for squatter protection plan. All right, last one, I promise. Here we go. I missed this episode. Can someone tell me if he was able to get the mother and her son out of the last house? That is concluded, and I will be doing a video removal, all that stuff soon. And so I am no longer living with those squatters, and I'm on to the next one in a completely different area. So, well, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you all. And if you are, if you missed this, it will repeat, or if you joined it late, it will repeat, and it will eventually become a video itself. I just want to remind you guys to just be safe. If you suspect an intruder, call law enforcement. Let them do the one thing that they're able to do. Let them make sure that you and your family are safe. Let them assess the situation. But when they tell you it's a civil matter and there's nothing we can do, get a hold of me at squatterhunters.com. Let me assess it. Let's do a Zoom. I'll consult with you, and I will talk to you about your alternative options. This was Flash with Outside the Box. Appreciate you. Be safe. Take care now.